Hey guys, Happy New Year! We have a special treat for you today. It is our end of year podcast where we talk about all the great things that happened in 2010. Now, if you would like to watch it with us as the bells chime for 2011, here's what you do. You pause this video at 1 minute and 30 seconds. That's just to give you a starting point. And then you activate it. You unpause the video at 11:40 p.m. wherever you are. If you do that right, you will count down into 2011 with your Harry Potter friends, and we hope that you enjoy that. We also hope that you have a safe, wonderful, and bright new year. We thank you for all the support that you've given us this year, and we can't wait to see you in 2011. The other guys wanted to say hi too, so I'll see you next year.
Hi everyone, wishing you a very happy new year. Bring on 2011. There's going to be crying when the last film comes out, and it's going to be sad, but we'll still have each other. I look forward to helping to bring all that news to you in the coming year, and I hope to meet loads of you at LeakyCon 2011. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year from both of us.
Happy New Year! Let's make this the best year in Potter ever! LeakyCon! LeakyCon! LeakyCon!
Happy New Year's, everybody! Happy 2011! I'll see you at LeakyCon. Have fun tonight.
Welcome to PotterCast number 231, the last PotterCast of 2010.
Oh no! Melissa, I thought you were going to say the last PotterCast ever.
I thought you might.
I felt like we've said this before.
Right, so you've got the episode, and if you wanted to actually play along with this episode, you had clicked this episode at 11:40 p.m. in your time zone.
That is such wishful thinking.
And we will chat with you.
It can happen.
We'll talk to you all about Harry Potter and 2010. We'll count down with you to 2011. Happy New Year.
Let's do it! What is the format of this year's New Year's show, John?
Well,
yes, Jonathan.
Gang, we have a story for every month of the year worth chatting about, which I think also hits on most of the stories that we'd talk about anyway as our personal favorites.
Sounds good to me. Who wants to start?
Alright, I will start then. In January of 2010, there was a very big event happening in our fandom and on Leaky and on the YouTube fandom. All these people put together this event called Helping Haiti Heal. This big live event that we did on live stream, lots of videos on YouTube, and we ended up raising $123,000, which sent like 5 planes to Haiti full of equipment
so awesome.
And supplies and all of this stuff to help them rebuild after the earthquake. Yeah,
that was amazing.
So incredible.
Also, a big driving force of those of that event was that J.K. Rowling, we asked her for, anything that she had hanging around, like a book, a piece of paper, something she could sign that we could do. She turned around and said, well, how about this? In the mail right now are a full signed set of Harry Potter books with a specialized card that says thank you. And, that's such a Joe thing to do, and the books alone raised $40,000, but they were won by an organization that is re-raffling them. And they're being re-raffled on January 23rd. You can go to the hpalliance.org to get them, to get a raffle ticket. It's $40 for a chance, which is nothing, for a chance to win a full signed British edition of Harry Potter books, which basically doesn't exist. Very few of these exist in the world.
Well, after February, came a little month called March. So take it away, Frankie. What happened in March?
Oh, we got the preview event at the park. I'm sorry, guys.
It was the first time that the fan sites had gone and visited the Wizarding World Park. They didn't see all that much of it, but we could tell how special it was going to be.
As 2010 was definitely the year for the Wizarding World Orlando.
3 years in the making it was.
So 2010 was the big year for more than construction photos, for previews, for publicity shots, and all of that stuff came out. And this, in March, finally was when Melissa got to go out with a bunch of other fan sites and sample cauldron cakes.
Oh, that's right.
That was such a fun podcast.
We ate so much.
More with the park happens later on this year, but in April, again, not a whole crazy lot happening because most of the stuff happens later this year, but we have a fun little event at the White House where J.K. Rowling arrived in Washington to read to kids for the Easter egg roll on the White House lawn. I was jealous of all those kids.
We love when Jo shows up anywhere. It's only once or twice a year that we get to see her, so it's not.
She's only a little more social than the groundhog.
She's not reclusive. She's just private. She's a writer.
The ground.
But also, Dan started talking in April about his first appearance in a musical, which is going to happen this February. How to succeed in business without really trying.
Yes.
Now, have you seen this show, Melissa?
No. I know it's about a window washer who becomes, like, very rich and successful.
I hear that this role actually calls for a costume to be worn.
Don't. Stupid. I'm like, what do you mean costume?
John
I'm
never
like,
met a Dan naked joke he didn't like, and that makes it classy. So how was May for Harry Potter fans?
Well, the Harry Potter fans in Michigan had a little fun. Melissa and I tagged along, too, to Expeditious.
Yeah.
On fun little fan con in Michigan.
Do you know what else happened in Michigan in May?
Oh, what?
A Harry Potter sequel? Hello?
Oh my gosh, yeah, hi.
That just was a total coincidence that Expeditious was the same weekend as a Harry Potter sequel. So we got to go and watch it. It was a lot of fun. Sorry, we weren't there, Freck.
Well, I've seen it now, so it's okay.
Whatever, Freck, because 2 weeks later, where were we?
The park. That's awesome.
Yay.
So yeah, that made up for a little bit.
Does everybody know the story about how we went on a whim, like we didn't know if we were going to be able to get into the park or not?
We did not know. We heard rumors that people that were staying at the hotel had the ability to go in early and get into the Wizarding World before the park opened.
That's once we got there. We just figured by the dates and stuff. I was able to get the time off of work last minute, so we figured, yeah, let's go. We went down there. We drove down. Then we see people walking around with the bags. And we're like, oh, look at they got in. And we get up there, and then these people in polo shirts who wouldn't let us in. We're freaking out. And we're like, what? And he's like, no, we can't get in. And we thought, like, oh, crap, they're all here for nothing. Blah, 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 blah. We're all upset, like, the world was against us. And then they were like, well, it's for people who have that package. And then we're like, that's not what we get that package. Ah! And then it was like, oh, and studio and resort guests. And we're like, what? And so that's when
we just stayed at the hotel.
Yeah, we're like, okay.
Okay, we'll get a room at the hotel. There
were cloud-shaped forms of us. We just went, pew! We beelined it, got a room, and anxiously went to sleep so we can get up early the next day and go. Yeah, it was awesome. That was such an awesome time.
It was hot.
And honestly, the difficulty getting in was part of the fun in hindsight. Because it's just like, it made the emotional payoff that much higher because there was so much spikes to it. We were like, we got there! And then it was like, no, we can't get in, so bad.
What's the big Harry Potter news from June's?
Big Harry Potter news from June. Well, I mean...
Twilight came out.
Yeah, Eclipse! Ah!
What was attached to Twilight has a little bit more significance.
Yeah.
It was the
teaser trailer. It wasn't the theatrical trailer.
So yeah, okay, that's the teaser trailer had the whole thing. Cause that stuff from like the end and the dragon and all that kind of stuff.
We're like, what's going on? Because like, there's no way to know where the cutoff is. Like, and Hogwarts is on fire, and there's bodies of children tossed everywhere, and we're like, what the heck is this movie going to be? This is insane.
I mean, the dragon, and then like the magic dome crumbling over the castle.
Mm-hmm. All the protections crumbling away.
Cool.
But we also got more Deathly Hallows footage in July. I mean, we'll get to talk about it anyway.
Oh, right, the Comic-Con footage. What scene was that? I don't even remember.
Oh, there was so much of it. There was the first time that anybody had seen Voldemort crouching down over Dumbledore.
Ooh, the makeup part.
7 Potters, the scene in the cafe. There was a lot of new stuff in that. I remember that Andrew and I were like running through the halls at Comic-Con trying to get to go record stuff. It was just insane. A great preview. But yes, the Lego game came out, and the Lego game was awesome.
The Lego game. I have not played that more than like a couple hours.
Oh, well, I hear the iPhone version of it is awesome. Like, I need to download it. Yeah, I mean, like, I've heard the iPhone version of it's getting better reviews than the full version. Yeah, and I can see why, because the full version was a little, like, I've only played a little bit of it. I could play the demo, and then one of my friends had it, and I played it for a little bit. And it is a little difficult to navigate from time to time. And so, but I think just because they had to dumb it down a little bit for an iPhone platform, I think it was a nice balance. And so, I'm looking to download it, and it's only like $4 too. It's really cool. Like, so I just play it when I'm falling asleep or if I take a bathroom break at work.
Which hand do you hold the phone with?
John. Anyway. I like how he's laughing to himself, like that one dog from Hanna-Barbera.
What else happened? What happened in August?
Wait, but we went to the conference too.
Oh no, but right, July had other big stuff. The Harry Potter Alliance won the Chase Giving
Community
Challenge
cool.
in July. That was amazing. And we had a big conference, a big press conference for it. Where?
At Infinitus,
which was the Harry Potter conference this year.
Infinitus was great. That's when I finally got to see the Harry Potter musical.
That was all when we rode Forbidden Journey for the first time.
Yeah.
It was all when we got to see a tiny taste of what LeakyCon 2011 is going to be like. Such a fun weekend. So much fun. It's always the highlight of the year is to get to see everybody.
Well, July was a very happy month for Harry Potter fans. We won the Chase Community Challenge. We had Infinitus, and at that conference, press conference that we had after we won the Chase Challenge, we had a very special and wonderful girl on a call with us. Her name was Esther, and she's one of the big reasons that the Harry Potter Alliance managed to win themselves $250,000 to help save the world. And she's this young, bright, beautiful girl who was struggling with cancer. And in August, we lost her in this world anyway. Esther Earl passed away in the middle of August, and she's been an inspiration. She continues to be an inspiration for a lot of Harry Potter fans today.
September was another big month.
This is when we got the actual trailer for the first film, part 1. So
yeah.
It was a trailer, not just like, hey, look what we're doing. It's like, this is what you're going to get. It's like,
yeah, our big theatrical trailer, which sparked on more discussions on where are we going to end this movie. Then in October, Oprah fans everywhere got a taste of someone even more awesome than her. J.K. Rowling came out. Oprah hauled her butt to Scotland. To go to the Belmore Hotel where Joe finished writing Deathly Hallows, and had a chat about what it's like to be a billionaire.
Stop! It's not really talked about. It was a very, very good. It was.
You can look at it on the video galleries at Leaky.
It's an excellent interview, but they did do a little bit of talking about what it's like to be billionaires, which actually I found interesting because it's. I mean, how often have we ever seen Joe speak to somebody else who has had the fortune that she's had?
I know. Even the Queen doesn't have the kind of money Joe does.
Well,
the freedom that Joe has. We'll say that.
I don't even know. So yeah, awesome Oprah interview.
I don't even know. So Joe's on Oprah in October.
Who cares?
Joe's on Oprah. So what? Who cares?
So what? Who cares?
In November was a very big month for Harry Potter fans.
Why?
Why don't you tell me, John?
It's the big day, the big week of premiere week for Deathly Hallows Part 1. We got a lot of footage and a lot of photos of all the actors looking super pretty.
Yep. And if you want to find those videos, you need to search Darren Criss on YouTube.
Yes. Darren Criss was the best dress of the night.
I actually agree with that. I think he styled it right.
Right. Well, he came in costume.
Kind of. Like costume chic.
You know, how many hours do you think it took to curl his hair?
John.
That's stupid. You know he just puts the sponge curlers in the night before and you're fine.
But if you've been living under a rock and you don't know who we're talking about, Darren Criss plays Blaine on Glee, but he is the first darling of the Harry Potter fandom. He was Harry Potter in a Harry Potter musical and a Harry Potter sequel, and he was famous in the Harry Potter fandom for that, but then he went and got real famous by going on Glee, and suddenly we were interviewing him on the red carpet instead of behind it. So
December 2010 brings us to this month, guys.
No. Wait, yes, it's
December 31st.
I'm like, no, it's... Oh, wait, yeah, okay.
Oh, right, okay.
Remember our interview with Star Kid? That was
so fun, those guys.
Because that's the only thing we did in December besides this.
Remember. Let's go back into our Wayback Machine.
RTT.
Okay, so what is the domestic total for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows as of this?
As of this very moment, kids, domestically, Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 1 has $260,701,257.
It's those $257 that means that everybody's getting a bonus.
Yes, exactly.
So worldwide, how much?
Worldwide, $782,601,257.
I can't even compute that. I don't even know what it means. And we say that the kids making $20 million is a lot.
Oh, you guys, so many memories we have. Well, on a celebratory note, you can at least be excited for all kinds of episodes between now and the release of Deathly Hallows Part 2, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but we ended our bit by bit right at the break of the two movies. Shell Cottage.
That is kind of weird.
We stopped bit by bit, so we have basically between January and when it comes
to finally finish talking about the book that will have come out 4 years ago by the time the movie comes out? Yeah, we have until then.
We took us 3 years to get up to half of it. Or can we do the second half in 7?
Of course. That's not half the movie, John. That's not half it's not half the book. That's just the end of the first movie. It's more than 3/4 of the book. Plus, when all is said and done, you'll have a collection of PotterCasts that talk about the full book. So,
yes.
No matter how long it took.
Yes, and then you'll be able to buy the best of PotterCast available on DVD. Take all 350 episodes, compressed down into an hour.
No.
That would be weird.
That would be like...
And then we're going to put it out on a vinyl record.
So, what personally, guys, were some of your high water marks of this year for you?
It's hard to not want to call out the Wizarding World Park as being something incredible and amazing, and all the fun things that we did with all of our Potter friends there at the events and the opening and all of that.
Yeah.
And it makes me really excited for LeakyCon, of course.
Yeah, honestly, I think because we didn't tour this year, so I got a taste of that. Like, I love being with you guys, so like traveling is always fun. So going to the park, sitting there in the Three Broomsticks, having the Hogshead, having a butterbeer with you guys was amazing. And then I still remember being flabbergasted by the foam, because I got my butterbeer, I saw someone walking around like, oh, looks good, and I get in line, and he gives me the butterbeer, and he puts that like the foam on top. It's like, and I was all mad, like, man, you didn't give me enough foam. But I was like, whatever, I'm not gonna be that guy. And so I was walking back down. No, right when I sat down, the foam was all thick. And I was like, oh, it grew. And then I drank it. I'm like, oh man, I drank all my foam. And then when I looked back down, it was there again. Like the foam, I still don't know how they make that work.
I saw somebody ask at the Hogshead for a butterbeer with no foam.
Whoa.
About punch them in the head. I'm like, what is the matter with you?
Why would they do that to themselves?
Acting all proper.
You go up to them and you knock the butterbeer out of their hand, and you say, you don't deserve this.
You don't deserve this.
I'll have a venti, non-fat butterbeer with no whip, and yeah, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
No fun.
I'll have a venti non-fat butterbeer with no whip, and yeah, you're an idiot. I like that, John.
Don't even buy it.
Don't blaspheme on the butterbeer.
Yeah, buy some hot water or something.
Honestly, tops for me was helping Haiti heal and was the Chase community challenge thing, because that was just 2 instances of our fandom really just coming together and doing something awesome, which is always the best time for me. We had a great year, but I think that looking forward, 2011 is going to be the one that leaves them all in the dust.
I feel like 2011 has the potential to be the next 2007, or at least come the closest.
Oh, I like that, John.
I like
That's
it.
good.
It's the next best time ever.
It's going to come the closest. There's never going to be another 2007, but 2011 is going to have a lot of...
It's time for the re-emergence of End of an Era song.
Well, I think it's very interesting because, like, even recently, towards the tail end of 2010, there's been, like, a resurgence, I think, in people really celebrating their being Harry Potter fans and getting back into the books and talking about the characters and all of this. And we really have a really good movie to thank for that, I think. But I think we're going to see a lot of reoccurring feelings and themes in this year of feeling like, well, this is the end. This is the last bit of the canon. This is the last movie. And there's so much going on in 2011 with LeakyCon and stuff at the park. And it's going to be probably the year of, like, the last concerts for a lot of Wizard Rock bands. And it's going to be really special, and I'm excited. And everyone has to do their best not to be sad.
It's gonna be one of those, I don't know, good sads.
Yeah, it's sad.
Because it's like, it's one of those things that the emotion attached to it validates it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It validates the time. And like, if it was like we weren't sad, whatever. It's very, yeah, it's like graduation. It's very bittersweet. Like, I got a new job like a month ago, and it was very sad leaving everybody who I really fell in love with at the Apple store. But at the same time, it was time.
Mm-hmm.
And I still see those people, and they're still part of my life. It's just I'm not there every day.
Yeah, I mean, 2011 is going to be like that for us. We're gonna give it our all here, talking about the movie and all these other things. But we are. I mean, you have to grow and learn and move on. And as long as you do that in a way that you're comfortable with, then you can call it a day. You can say you've had a good day. And that's it.
And that's pretty much a good theme for New Year's too, because it's the end of a year, and you move on to the next one, and you leave everything behind, and so, oh my God, look at the clock, you guys.
Oh my God, is it near midnight?
It is almost midnight. Can you believe it?
Oh my God. Get in there.
Ready.
Okay, here it goes.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Hey! Oh my God. We did it.
As we go on,
we did it.
to
Oh
remember
God, 2011.
all the
Oh,
time
it's gonna be insane.
spent together as our lives change forever.
Listen, best of wishes and luck for you guys in the new year.
Yes, to all of you, thank you so much for listening to this very special New Year's episode of PotterCast. Now, the first episode of 2011. Sort of. Not really.
Good night.
Okay, bye everybody.
Enjoy the rest of your New Year's, you guys.
We've missed it.
Dobby is free.
I confess myself disappointed.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to bed.
Great Scott, no wonder. Look at the time. We've been here nearly 4 hours. Spooky how the time flies when one's having fun.